Hello there, Powder Keg. He's Mr. Ooh La La. I'm Brian Zane, and welcome to another exciting week of POW Pro Wrestling. Mister, I still can't get over what happened in last week's main event. The schoolyard scuffle, Dove and Dangerous, and the Academy going to war there. About every tool in the classroom was utilized there. In the end, the students lost to the teachers. It was the Academy who won. But bet your bottom dollar, I think we're still going to see a lot of fight from Dove and Dangerous like we saw last week as they continue to grow and learn here at POW.
Well, Dove and Dangerous were denied their degree in scuffleology, if you will. They still have a chance to rise up the ranks to a young fighting team, but I'm more interested to see where the Academy goes from here, huh? Will they go after those POW Tag Team Championships, which are being defended this very day, huh?
That's right. Tonight's main event is going to be a scintillating one for the POW Tag Team titles as the Midnight Heat defend against their old rivals in the Hammer Brothers. It is a rematch from last year's Match of the Year, the POWY Award winner. So you know when these two teams collide, some exciting magic is going to happen in that ring. But before that, we got to talk about next week's main event for the POW Championship as Funnybone defends against the Bad Life Choice, Caden Cassidy. Our first match this week here on POW is going to play a huge role in what happens in that main event, or what could happen, I should say. This next matchup will determine which team that supports either Funnybone or Caden Cassidy is going to be banned from the building next week in that title match, as Marcus Eriks and Drexl of Most Violent take on the Empire. Let's hear from those combatants right now.
So tonight we've got me and Drexl. We're doing a 2-on-2 tag team match. Winner gets to be ringside with my best friend, Funnybone. There's no way we're gonna let King Naja and Doc take that win, right?
You're not Charlie. Yeah, what he said. Me and not Charlie are gonna go beat up an Empire or something. Yeah. I'm gonna go out, hang out with Funnybone. You stay back here.
Okay. All right, I'll be here.
Marcus Eriks, the Devil Drexl. We know all too well, Doc knows all too well of what you're capable of. None of that matters, because tonight, Doc and the King, we make sure we maintain the Empire.
The important thing right now is who comes out the victor in this match tonight, because they have the champion's advantage in the championship match. The numbers game will be in our favor. If we take care of Caden Cassidy, the Empire will thrive, we will all thrive, and it'll be better days for everyone.
It's time to collect.
All right, folks, this week on POW Pro Wrestling, we're kicking things off with a big tag team match with huge main event implications for next week's title match. You got the Empire taking on the relatively new team of the Devil Drexl and Marcus Eriks. Of course, here, folks, this week I am joined once again by our interim commissioner, Jonas Albert Robinson. Oh, I'm sorry, I've just been handed a note. The interim overlord, Jonas Albert Robinson. And welcome back to the announce desk.
That's right, benevolent overlord.
Okay, I'll keep track of that. Here you see here, as I mentioned, the losing team will be banned from ringside in next week's main event as Funnybone defends the POW Pro Wrestling Championship against the Bad Life Choice, Caden Cassidy. So you have to believe, Jonas, each team is going in with a must-win situation mindset.
Well, yeah, especially if you're the Empire, because we all know Drexl's a wild animal. He don't care about no rules, whether he's allowed at ringside or not. He'll run out there and cost Caden the championship.
Speaking of someone with little regard for the rules, that's Dr. Kliever to a T. Oh my God! Big clubbing blow to the chest of Eriks. It is in the corner now. Kliever swinging a miss. Eriks capitalizing. Big flying back elbow. Follows up with a bulldog.
Interesting to see how the team dynamic of Drexl and Marcus Eriks goes. Obviously, neither of these two really like each other that much. Both vying for the affection, if you will, of Funnybone.
Well, that is certainly documented. It seems kind of an uneasy, looks like a nice backbreaker, cover here by Drexl. Malcolm Flex, by the way, is your referee. Let's not bury the lead with that. Malcolm Flex, of course, back from his hiatus, you want to call it, from losing that loser leaves POW match against Vinny Massaro last year. Came back in a surprise fashion to challenge Funnybone for the POW title along with Vinny Massaro. That just took place a few weeks ago, Jonas.
Yeah, that's right. He stole that match from me. I was going to take that open challenge.
And now you got King Naja here, who is also moonlighting as a ring announcer, if you want to believe him, offering some of these Naja bucks, I believe he calls them, to the homicidal artist. Now the last thing you want to do is give Drexl any kind of paper. That's the absolute worst thing you can do. Oh, no.
Of course, Naja has those gloves on, so Drexl just resorts to biting.
Well, I mean, Drexl's going to claw at everything he can here. Man, the glove does not fit, and I think Drexl must have quit. What is he going for here? Oh, no, he's opening up. Look out, Naja. Hope you got hand insurance. No! But Malcolm Flex, of course, he lost that matchup. Jonas, you decided to put the screws to him and make him leave POW again, but here he is, now as a referee.
I gave him an opportunity, shouldn't have been allowed in the match in the first place. I don't care if it's an open challenge.
Oh, no, more paper cuttery. He just has more of these Naja bucks. Look at these, he's pulling them out of Naja's pants. He's got an endless supply of Naja bucks.
Nothing's filthier than money either. Ah, the
Wait
mouth.
a minute, not the mouth. Oh, no. Oh, man.
He needs that to announce.
He won't be able to eat a sandwich for weeks. And Flex here trying to show his, his sticklership for the rules here, get rid of the paper. Oh, no. He's got more.
I'm begging the referee to get a little control here. How many paper cuts was that? I mean, come on. That's 1,000 cuts?
I lost count at about 4 or 5, and now he's resorted to biting. Marcus Eriks makes that blind tag. I'm not sure Drexl was ready for that. Oh. As you mentioned, Jonas, it's not a fun, happy relationship between Eriks and the Devil Drexl. It seems that Drexl always seems kind of uneasy when Marcus Eriks is around, even though Eriks and Funnybone are good friends.
Well, Drexl doesn't play well with others at all. He didn't play well with Doc when they were a tag team. He barely plays well with Funnybone. Half the time they're either teaming up or beating each other up.
I mean, who can forget that matchup they had, the Beat the Clock Challenge? Those two beat the hell out of each other before the bell even rang. Big boot to the face of Marcus Eriks. And Dr. Kliever is back in the driver's seat. We heard their comments earlier. I have to say their comments were a lot more eloquent than what we heard from Drexl earlier in this program. But they have one goal in mind. It's to protect Caden Cassidy's ascent to the championship.
Drexl trying to rally this crowd behind his partner, chanting "Not Charlie." I don't think he even knows who he's there with.
For as much tension as there is between Drexl and Marcus Eriks, I have to imagine it's probably a better dynamic than Drexl and Charlie Avell. As long as it's not Charlie, I think Drexl's content with a tag team partner, but now that partner just got dropped like a bad habit by the good doctor.
Yeah, there's another guy he couldn't get along with. You know, like Taylor Swift, maybe the problem's him, you know.
Drexl certainly, you could call him an anti-hero. Now Naja.
Oh, pepper him.
You can see here he's got that kinesio tape on his shoulder, working with his right arm now for these jabs. Little distraction to play there. Oh, big short arm clothesline. He's got the cover
Flex.
here. Referee Malcolm Flex was out of position there. Could have started counting sooner, but got to give him a little bit of, respect. He's still young at the job.
I'm going to mention that in my weekly review to him.
Tag made to Dr. Kliever. Naja going to try and keep his voice and his shoulder pure and healthy for the rest of the evening here. Look at this big sunset flip. But look at that. Excuse me.
A giant boot of Dr. Kliever could float downstream on that thing.
Yes, that's what made me cough, just the impact of that boot. And now Eriks is in no man's land. He is in the absolute wrong corner to be as Kliever throwing those elbows this way and back to the sides of Eriks' head. And hey, like mentor, like trainee, well, for a moment there. Look at this, Naja with a bit of a spin on it. Back elbows, forearm shivers into another clothesline. Flex making the count.
See, this Naja's quick on his feet. He knows he's got one wing that's busted. He switches up the offense.
That's right, Naja is learning every week here under the tutelage of Kliever and, of course, Caden Cassidy, the Empire leader, the bad life choice. Let me ask you this. If you're the Overlord and Caden Cassidy's the Emperor, what's the dynamic of that?
Well, I mean, the Overlord sits above the Emperor, obviously.
Might have to take that up with him.
Don't try to start no cracks or drive no wedges, all right?
Here we go now. Kliever hurling Eriks into the corner.
Chopped him in the mouth.
Ow, right in the eye almost. Big flying back elbow sends Kliever crashing down to the mat. And this could be Eriks' best opportunity to get that oh so important tag. Winners of this match will give their friend, either Caden Cassidy or Funnybone, a tremendous advantage in next week's championship match.
That's right. All the support in the world is going to be needed to get past Caden or Funnybone.
Tag made to Naja. Eriks now thinking otherwise of going for a tag. He was within inches, Jonas. I'm surprised by that.
He wants to do it on his own.
Well, fortune favors the bold, I guess. Kliever now, he's taking matters into his own hands, throwing some scintillating. Oh, that was not scintillating at all. Attack on Dr. Kliever on the outside.
Come on, that's not Leor's Flex at.
Well, Flex is completely laser focused on the action in the ring. Gotta believe that that's gonna be something you can work on with your referee wisdom. Oh no, Kliever thrown shoulder first into the ring post by Drexl. Naja all by himself, and I don't think he's aware. Oh, Kliever.
Come on, he's not illegal.
He's absolutely not the legal man. Big pile driver nonetheless. And Malcolm Flex letting all this go. Kliever throwing Marcus Eriks down to the cover. 2, 3. And there you have it.
The winners of this match. And your winners of this match are Marcus Eriks and Drexl.
Well, Jonas, the unlikely tandem.
From the ringside championship match.
You heard it. King Naja and Kliever are going to have to report to the Kingpin after this big loss here. The unlikely tandem of Drexl and Eriks paying off big dividends. And that means that next week, Caden Cassidy's all alone in that championship match.